My mic was muted the whole time. I'm sorry, y'all. My mic was muted. So my name is Deanna. I'm gonna just start over and let you all know who I am. The owner of Tranquil Travel Service. My motto is beyond your dreams within your reach, which means that if you can dream it, it's within your reach. We can make it happen. If you dream of that nice vacation that you want to actually do, we can actually make that happen. So if you're looking to go anywhere, I'm your girl. Family trip, girls vacation. I'm your girl, and I can help you out. So we're gonna talk about a couple of different scenarios for our friend, those little special guests that we have that actually can be working your nerves. So have you all ever heard of the sloppy Sally? So when I say Sloppy Sally is a person that actually goes in the hotel rooms. They make the hotel room a complete mess. They leave everything everywhere, towels everywhere. You have all your products all over the room, and you expect the housekeeper to come in and clean up after you. That's a very, very bad guess. Because one thing I know, you all don't want people touching your personal things. And then if something come up missing, you be quick to say they stole it, but it could be amongst your mess. So what I like for people to do is basically keep their personal items. Like if you're in a bathroom and you want out for a rush or whatever like that, move all your stuff to one side of the counter so the housekeeper can actually come in and clean. If you had taken a shower, take all your towels up, roll it up in one big ball, slide it underneath the sink so they can replenish your towels and take the old ones away. Don't leave like all your clothes and other things on your bed, because that means they have to take your clothes, move them, and actually, in order to actually make your bed. So don't be a sloppy Sally. That's something that is really, shined upon. But I will also tell you, if you're going to do that and you have to rush and leave your room, I would tell you actually to go ahead and put a link in the I would tell you go ahead, if you have to leave in the quick, put that do not disturb sign on there. That do not disturb sign is where you should actually put and prevent people from coming to your room. And I would just say call down for some towels to have them give you some fresh towels, and then say, hey, I'm sit the other ones outside to do give the other ones to them when they bring the new towels. That's a good way of doing it. Also, we can also talk about that non-tipping Nick. Non-tipping Nick is a person. Non-tipping Nick is a person that do not tip. Okay, so when you go out on vacation, you can actually when you go out on vacation, you can actually go. We go on vacation. You need to actually have know the status of what tipping is. Like tipping is a service, and so you want to make sure you actually give people a service and give them a show gratitude. So there's a lot of different websites you can Google how much should I tip based on certain countries, because certain countries have different standards. So they have different standards. So you can actually go get that as well and make sure you tip them. I guess a rule of thumb is when you tip in, like you tip like your driver, you tip like your wait staff, you tip your housekeeper, because they're all performing a service for you. And you want to show your gratitude because they'll do a good job for you, although that's their job to do it. But it's good to show gratitude for them. So another person I would say you do not want to be a patientless patty. A patienceless patty is a person who don't show any type of patience. You're very snappy. You want people to hurry up and you want to rush the process. Sometimes the computers could be slow. Sometimes it takes things multiple steps because you never know what type of system they are working in. So you also want to make sure you actually don't be a patientless patty. Patientless patty is something like you're basically going over there. You want to get on this last minute excursion. It's about to leave and they trying to tell you the details so you can actually know. And they say, I don't want to know the details. I just want to go and have fun. then you don't know something that you're supposed to know. So that's one thing I'll tell you. Never ever do that, and be patient. Give people patience, give people time to do their job properly, because if they rush, they will probably mess up. And you don't want them to mess up on your reservation. You don't want them messing up on your order, because you can be overcharged. You might not give everything you're supposed to have. So you actually take that time and just wait. So we talked about sloppy Sally. We talked about patientless Patty. We talked about non-tipping Nick. So let's talk about naked Nancy's. So when it comes to naked Nancy's, I'm talking about naked Nancy's are people who do not actually wear clothes within a lobby. So if you're in a lobby, of your hotel, and you have on a swimsuit or you have on a bathrobe, that's inappropriate. So I would suggest you go there, have a cover up on. You can have like a maxi dress on. Make sure you put something on when you're going into those common places. It's okay when you're by the pool, but if you're going into a restaurant or lobby, you want to make sure you have on some clothes, because that is very important for you to make sure you dress appropriately and you don't offend any guests. So Nick and Nancy's, if you're out there and you're going on vacation and you're going into the hotel lobbies and you're going into different restaurants, that's one reason why restaurants have dress codes. Majority of restaurants at all inclusive resorts and different resorts, they want you to make sure you're actually covered up. Because I'm the one, I'm like, oh, look at her. I ain't gonna tell you, like, sometimes that stuff is inappropriate. So make sure you actually keep your clothes covered up. A nice cover up is easy. It will still look fly with your swimsuit, but when you're in that particular place, you can throw it on or take it off when you go back into the pool, because I know sometimes it may be a walk to get to your room. Nick and Nancy, take notes. Keep your cover up with you. Keep your little bag, cover up in your bag, so when you do go into that place, especially have your little hat, because it be sunny out there, depending on where you at. If you're going on the beach in the Caribbean, it'd be hot. You'd be hot, so you want to keep that little big old hat. You can fold up, put in your bag as well. But also make sure you include that cover up. Also, make sure you include shoes on your feet. Have some flip flops, because some restaurants will not allow you in there if you do not have the appropriate footwear. And you don't want to walk around without the appropriate footwear, because therefore you can get different things on your feet. So I'm gonna just make sure you do that as well. Another friend of mine will be the ill-mannered Moxie. I call it Moxie because I knew too many people with names, and these are fictitious characters. I don't want people to feel any type of way. These are fictitious characters. So ill-mannered Moxie. Ill-mannered Moxie is a person that be, hey, trying to get the waist out. No, sis, we ain't doing that. Are you snapping your fingers? Are you like trying to wave gesturally? Those are very rude gestures to people who are serving you. So don't be that type of guest that's not cool. You want somebody to respect you. And when you're out there, so I want you to respect them. And so we're not going to do no ill-mannered Moxies, okay? Yeah, none of that. So, because if you're on a group of mine, I'll politely tell you, baby, I need you to stop and chill out. I'm gonna tell you that, because that's not what we're about. We want to have a great time. We want to make sure the staff love and care about doing their job and do their best for us, because when you do that, they're not gonna do their best. They're not gonna reciprocate their best. I'm gonna tell you that. They're gonna be like, I want to stay away from them. And you will not get the service that you actually deserve because you were that rude character. They'll go around you if they see you like, and they will tell they wait staff, the other buddies, like, this lady rude. And they will do that. And you'll be out there like, oh, she rude? No. Oh, I can't get no service. This was a horrible place. No, your attitude and the energy that you gave off was very horrible. So we talked about ill-mannered Moxie. We talked about patientless Patty. We talked about non-tipping Nick. We talked about sloppy Sally. We talked about the naked Nancy's. So we got two other ones that I want to talk about. So one of these people, I would say, how can I say it? I don't have a good way of saying it. Like these guests, they kind of get under everybody's skin. You know what I'm saying? When you have these particular guests, they get underneath your skin, and you don't really want to deal with them. I know a lot of people got these type of friends and stuff, and so I want you to let you know about these noisy Nates. Noisy Nates could be noisy Nancy, noisy Nate, noisy Naquan. I'm just doing alliteration, you know what I'm saying? Miss Bonner would be happy about that. Hey, Miss Bonner. But anyway, noisy Nates. So you on a beach, right? Let me take an example. You're sitting on a beach. You're in a Zen-like resort, and you are with your crew. You pull out this big old speaker, sitting right next to you, and start blasting Girls, We Run the World. And people out there are sunbathing, reading books, are sleeping, but you come pull that thing out and start blasting it. And you're at a Zen-like resort. I'm gonna tell y'all, make it make sense. When it comes to Zen, it's relaxation. So you don't want to go out there and be out there making all that noise, even when other people are trying to relax. That type of place environment does not exist. If you go back to your hotel room and you do inside your hotel room quarters, that's fine, but not in a common area where you're disrupting the guest. So if you at the Ryu, okay, you good, you Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Ryu, they turn up all day, every day. So depending on the property where you at, you may be okay with that. But sometimes, like if you're in an adult area, and like say on the cruise ship, they have certain adult areas, and people are relaxing, and it's quiet and it's serene. It's called the serenity level on some resorts. You can't bring that speak up there, because some cruise ships ain't even allowing you to bring any Bluetooth on anymore because of that, the disruption that people have caused their other guests. And then you may just be at nighttime, like y'all might be some late owls. You might be chilling in the cut. You might be there late at night, just chilling. And y'all like to turn up, and that's y'all MO. But when y'all turn up like that on a balcony and also in your room, and there are other guests, you're disturbing them, because they may be some early risers where they may be getting up to work out, getting up to go to a spa. They there to relax, but you are not allowing them to get the proper rest they need. You gotta be mindful of that. Sometimes, that noisiness, y'all gotta leave that alone, sis. Bro, you can't be noisy when you out in public like that. It's a certain way that you'll conduct yourself, and show everybody that around you, because they paid their money just like you. They want to have a great time just like you, but you gotta be mindful of the noise levels that you keep, because yeah, that happens. That happens some places, and then when you get called on, you like, oh, she just so rude. She just called on us. Don't be like that. They was trying to sleep. They might have had kids if it's a kid friendly resort. They might have had kids next to them, and they trying to sleep. And their kid could have been irritable. And then the next day, the kid irritable because they ain't getting no rest, and their whole vacation is screwed because you want to be noisy. It's just different ways that you got to think about how you conduct yourself when you're out and about. Also, restaurants, or you in a hotel lobby and you screaming all across, you see your friend all on one side of the place and you screaming, that's inappropriate. You could do a gesture like, what up? But don't be like trying to have conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's rude. That's been a noisy name. And people don't like that. I'm just letting you know, people ain't gonna like that. So y'all know, y'all don't like sticky hand Sue, right? We got sticky hand Sue. So sticky hand Sue, like if somebody come to your house, do you want them taking anything that don't belong to them? So-called people go to places like resorts and stuff, and they take things and it don't belong to you. I paid for it because we paid for the room. No, you paid for the service of staying in the room, but the thing that was in the room belonged to the room. So, say for instance, robes. When y'all out and about and people have different robes and stuff like that, like we was at the Water for Astoria, right? So they had these nice plush. Oh, these robes felt good. They felt like butter baby, like that that cashmere on you. They felt good, right? If you took that, you would pay for it. Yeah, you would pay for it. But they did have some nice slippers for everybody to take. They had some slippers because you can't reuse slippers, feet, and stuff like that. The slippers were there for you to take, but the robes weren't unless you want to pay for them. So the slipper was nice, comfortable. You could walk up, go to the spa, and everything like that. So if you're a sticky hand suit, you don't want to be a sticky hand suit at these places taking things from salt and pepper shakers. You know how people go, I need me some salt and pepper for my leftovers because they want to eat it later and they ain't gonna be at home. They take the thing. Nah, boo, leave it there. Ask for some packets. They got packets for it to go, people. Leave that stuff there. Don't be down there taking pillows because it's that big Tempur-Pedic pillow that you like with the down feathers. Don't be that type of person. You know what I'm saying? When you go to different places and they have these deposits for rooms, these deposits are for incidentals, these deposits are for these sticky Sues who like to take things that don't belong to them in the room. So you want to make sure you are aware of people taking things when you're in the room. So what we talked about all these different types of guests so you can avoid being the guest from hell. We talked about that sticky hand suit. We talked about that naked Nancy's. We talked about these patience-less patties. We talked about these non-tipping nicks. Now, I know a lot of people know who may have worked the service, know people who don't tip. And y'all feel some type of way when people don't tip. Normally, people who work in service are very generous tippers. They over tip because they know what they have to go through. They know the cost that they're actually, the people, what they're making. You know what I'm saying? They have a different appreciation, of tipping. We talked about these sloppy Sallys. If you sloppy and you sloppy, put that do not disturb sign on your doggone door. I want you to do that. I want you to put that do not disturb sign on your door because you know what? That would make it a lot easier on the wait staff, the hotel staff. They won't have to move all your stuff because you don't want them touching all your stuff. Me personally, I don't want people in my stuff. So if I know I'm in a rush and I left my room in a disarray, you know what I'm doing? Do not disturb. Don't come in here. Because I don't want y'all all in my business. But if I do have time to take everything down, put it up and whatever, come on through, tidy it up a little bit. Leave a tip on the table. And they appreciate that. We talked about these ill-mannered moxies. These moxies who think they are prissy on the world and you got to be at their beck and call. We ain't going to be that way. We ain't going to be snapping fingers. We ain't going to be clapping hands. We ain't going to be waving hands. We're not going to be doing that when we out in public. We want to conduct ourselves like we got some class, like we have been somewhere before. Even if it's your first time, you can fake it, boo. But one thing is everybody know how they want to be treated. So rule of thumb, if you don't want nobody to treat you that way, I'm going to tell you, don't treat anybody else that way because a lot of people who are in the service industry performing the service, they like what they do and they want to see you enjoy yourself or enjoy your food or enjoy your stay or enjoy your drinks, enjoy whatever they're doing, even massages, whatever. They want to make sure you enjoy it. But one thing is, it's not good to be that type of person. It's like sometimes you got to check yourself. And if you fall in any of these categories, I'm going to need for you to go ahead and do a reevaluation of yourself and make yourself self-aware of how you actually treat people, how you actually act. So when you do that, you know what? When you go into that particular area again, you will actually say, nah, sis, I ain't going to do that. I don't want to be that guest from hell. Because, you want everybody to have a good experience come to work and you want to have a good experience at that place because sometimes the energy is transferable. You don't want to give people that negative energy, that bad energy because it's transferable. So I want to thank you all for joining me on to Are You the Guest from Hell? I know the beginning got a little rocky, my whole little presentation. I had the people, pictures, and everything up. But nonetheless, how tech be taking, tech be taking, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It be doing the most sometimes. It be doing the most. But nonetheless, I wanted to thank you all for joining me. Ways to actually connect with me. Share this If you know people, tag your friends in this. If you know any of these type of characters, don't call them out. Or tag your friends who you want to just share with. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this is very informational for people. Because they may not really have self-awareness that they do certain things. It's not to shun anybody, but just to make people aware of how they are portrayed in the industry of service, in the hotel, tourism industry. You want to make sure that you present yourself and give off that positive energy. Make sure you like this, share this, give me a 2 thumbs up. Who used to do 2 thumbs up? I don't know. I used to hear that on somebody's, they used to be on somebody's YouTube, I think, maybe. But nonetheless, this is your girl, Deanna, aka the Tranquil Travel Agent. I'm glad you was able to join me. Tag your friends, and also head over, click the link, and go over to my website, get on my email list, because I will be doing lives weekly. Next week, I think I want to do passports, because a lot of people don't know about how to get a passport. And if you do know how to get a passport, I want you to share that with your friends who may not have a passport. And sometimes people have a little issues because they may have like situations. I'm gonna give you some different tips. This is no lawyer advice that I'm gonna give you. Now, I ain't no lawyer. I don't. You ain't gonna get me hemmed up. I'm suggestions that you can possibly try. I ain't gonna say it's gonna work all the time, but some people have tried it and have been successful with it. So we're gonna do passports next week, you guys. And you know, if you're in my group, Real Moms Travel 2. Head over. If you're not in my group at Real Moms Travel 2, head over there. Join the group. That group is for moms who love to travel, moms who want to take their kids around the globe and be some world travelers and explore the door of the explorers. You know, make sure you head over there. And I want to thank you all for joining. Enjoy yourself. Hey, Justin. Hey, T. It was glad that you see me. I know the Love You Code came on. Mama Mita, Juicy Juice 2770. Thank you for joining me on this live. I greatly appreciate you, IG. I'm going to tell y'all next week I'm coming with some slides, baby. I'm going to talk to y'all, but I can't show y'all. You know, I couldn't show them this week because Tech was taking. So anyway, have a good one. I'm out. This is your girl, Deanna, from Tranquil Travel Service. If you need a coach, if you need to go somewhere, contact me, hit me up, book a consultation. I got you.